Well, there we go.
Wow.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all for joining us in the anniversary orientation event. Just to be clear, because I've gotten this question quite a bit. The actual flight event is next week. It's not today. Today we'll be doing the orientation for it, where we go ahead and talk a little bit about sponsors, giveaways, and the maximum amount of people have been reached for the stream. That's crazy. But we'll go over the sponsors, the giveaways, the flight briefing. We'll go ahead and give you some information about that. Some more stuff. And then toward the end, we'll go ahead and talk about the 7 items we're giving away. 7 of you guys and gals will be selected at random. And we'll go ahead and send you a message with what prize you won. In order to qualify, you got to do 2 things. One, be registered for the event, for the orientation event, not the flight event. So make sure that if you haven't done that yet, go to the events channel here in our Discord, click on the orientation link and registered. And then the second part of it is you just got to be here. You don't even have to talk, though we really do like it when you guys do talk to us. But that is what we're going to be doing today. To those who don't know who I am, my name is Alejandro. I'm the CEO and founder of VATSTAR. I'm going to be one of the people talking today. We're also going to have Laura with us, and she is the marketing director. She is the person who got us, I think it's 37, 38 items to give you guys, which is, as always, impressive. And then also speaking today will be Edward, who is the events coordinator. A lot of you guys know him through the Discovery flight. And he is the person who actually did the hard labor of putting the event together, getting us ATC and all of that good stuff. So I don't want to delay it so much more. I do have to tell you a couple of things. This event will be recorded and will be posted in our YouTube channel. Pretty much what you guys do speak will be recorded and will be part of that. So as always, please make sure to be PG and ask questions, because the questions you guys ask is what other people might have, and it's good to answer them. But I do ask, any questions you do have, wait till them until the end. We're going to answer a lot of stuff already by just going through the slideshow. But if you have any questions, just make sure you wait till the end. We're going to have a Q&A. For you to just ask any questions. And if you cannot speak, if you have not set up your push to talk, or you just do not want to speak, that's okay. Make sure you just ask in the lobby. We'll get to them, of course. So let's talk a little bit about sponsors. Today we're getting, this event is getting sponsored by quite a few different companies. We're getting a REALSIMGEAR. We got VKB, TFDi, Design, Golden Age Simulations, FLYSIMWARE, Nemeth, Orbx, ATA, and Rex. So what I want to do is I want to actually bring Laura, and she's going to go over each sponsor and each giveaway that we're getting.
Hi, everyone. So first off, I just want to say that we got 38 items this year, totaling over $1,700 in total. So that's pretty good in my opinion. We have a lot of cool stuff to give away this time. Starting off with VKBSim. They are giving us a Gladiator NXT Premium. It is a joystick, and the shipping will be free and the shipping will be free and paid for by the company. But any local duties or taxes have to be paid by you. And also I do want to mention they are giving us a 5% discount on all VKB joysticks, the Gladiator and Gunfighter lines, and also the T-Rudder pedals. So if you're planning on buying any of those items, please use our discount code. They are monitoring how many of the codes get used so that they can keep track of, how successful the code has been, and therefore we will be more likely to continue getting discounts with them and prize donations. So please, if you're planning on buying anything from them, regardless of whether you win anything in this event, please, please, please use their code. All right, so thank you so much to VKB for donating that joystick to us. One lucky winner will get that at the flight event. So the next sponsor we have is REALSIMGEAR. We are very excited about this sponsor as well. They have decided to donate to us a GNS 530. You must pay for shipping and local duties and fees unless you are a Star subscriber on a yearly or lifetime plan, in which case we will pay up to $20 for shipping. Anything that goes over that amount, you are responsible for the rest. And then also, if you are a staff member, we will pay up to $50 for shipping. So keep that in mind if you want to win this item. Shipping is not included unless you are a Star subscriber or staff member, and we will pay a portion of it or total depending on how much it is. So REALSIMGEAR designs and creates realistic hardware at affordable prices with simple installation and world-class support. We are very excited about this sponsor. We have worked with them in the past. They have donated other products to us, and if you haven't seen our instructional videos on how to use some of their products, definitely I suggest going to our YouTube. We do have some instructional videos on some of their GPS devices if you'd like to go take a look at that. On to our next sponsor, TFDi Design. Last year, they did speak at our orientation event. Unfortunately, they couldn't be with us today as they were last year because they have their own event happening at the same time. But we wish them success with their event and thank them for their generous donations and continued partnership. They have generously donated 6 prizes to us this year. They donated 2 Boeing 717s, 2 passenger and crew experience, 2 12-month subscriptions of Smart Cars Premium. So definitely a lot of good items there, and some lucky winners are going to get them. All right, another repeat sponsor from last year, Golden Age Simulations. They have generously offered to give us 5 products, winner's choice. That means you can pick any item from their website and you can have that product. So basically, Golden Age Simulations began in 2006 with the mission of bringing to the world of flight simulation the aircraft of the golden age of flight, that period between the Great War and World War II. Their aircraft are designed to simulate to the fullest extent possible those iconic aircraft of that era. And then we have FLYSIMWARE, excuse me. They have also donated 5 Winner's Choice products. Again, you can go to their website to check out everything they have. They have some really nice products, and again, 5 products, Winner's Choice. You can pick whatever you want. They specialize in making tools, missions, trains, aircraft, and helicopters for FS9, FS10, Stream Edition, FSX, MTS, MP3D, with a focus on vintage to modern aircraft and helicopters.
I do want to add that they did just release something for FS 2020. I believe I saw that earlier today.
Then we also have another sponsor from last year as well, Nemeth Designs. They have donated, same as last year, 5 Bell 407s. You can read some of the product description on there if you like. They are a software and design development team whose aim is to create quality helicopter simulation for flight simulators. So everyone who really enjoys flying helicopters, this is definitely a giveaway for you. And now everyone knows about Orbx. They have donated, same as last year, 5 Winner's Choice products. You can go on their site and check all of their sceneries out, everything that they have. They have a ton of really good products, and we have 5 Winner's Choice. So again, you can choose whatever you want. Next up is A2A Simulations. They are committed to creating professional level simulations for flight training, military training, and the home flight simulation hobbyist. With some of the most skilled people in the industry, A2A continues to strive for the enhancement of realism, immersion, and entertainment. They are also giving us 5 Winner's Choice products. You can go and look at what they have. Again, you can choose anything from their site. Next up, we have Rec Simulations. They are giving us 2 Rec 6 WeatherForce 2020 for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. They're giving us 2 Rex 5 Environment Force for P3D. And 1 Worldwide Airports for FSX, FSX Steam, and P3D. And that concludes the sponsors for this event. We have 38 products to give away, over $1,700 worth of items. Definitely don't want to miss out on this to get some free products for your simulators. So with that, I'm going to hand it off to Edward. He's going to go over the flight briefing with everyone now.
Hello everyone, my name is Edward Fish. I'll go over a quick overview of our flights. So I have planned 2 flights. This is just to try and divide up the traffic and also to make the flight fun for everyone. So the first flight is for the slower planes. So that's planes about 140 knots or slower. We'll be leaving Kilo Alpha Papa Foxtrot, which is Naples, and then we're going to the Grand Bahamas International Airport. It's a pretty simple flight. If you're flying VFR, you can just follow the Interstate 75 until pretty much you reach Fort Lauderdale, and we cross over Fort Lauderdale, and then you go direct. It's going to be a little bit challenging because we have to avoid Fort Lauderdale's Class Charlie and Miami's Class Bravo. For the faster planes, so 140 knots or faster, we'll be leaving Southwest Florida International Airport and going to, I'm going to butcher this name, Lin Ping International Airport. Mike Yankee November. And of course, again, we're flying eastbound, crossing the Immoki Regional Airport, then off to the Antitown toll gate on the Interstate 75, again over Fort Lauderdale, and crossing over to Charlie and going north of the Bravo, and then crossing over the South Beanie Airport, and then direct to the final airport. It's going to be quite interesting because all the traffic is going to be intersecting each other around Fort Lauderdale. Plus, we're going to be avoiding the Class Charlie and Bravo at that point. So it's going to be kind of busy. You can fly VFR or IFR. In the Bahamas, it's you're allowed to fly VFR if you're flying in daytime. But if you're flying nighttime, you have to file IFR. Of course, because we're flying sims, you can set your time of your sim at any time. To cross the U.S. Air Defense Identification Zone, you must file a flight plan, and we're going to make it mandatory for all pilots to file a flight plan, just because it's going to be super busy already for the controllers. We don't want to add more stress to them. Cruising levels, we're going to be flying eastbound. So it's going to be for VFR, it's going to be an odd 1,000 number plus 500 feet. So 3,500, 5,500. If you're flying IFR, and it will just be an odd 1,000, so 3,000, 5,000, 7,000, and so on. Flight plan remarks. In your flight plan, you must have the word VATSTAR. This is for us to know that you're a part of this event. If you do not have the word VATSTAR in your remarks, you will not be eligible for any prizes. And this is how we know that you have flown in the event. So that when we choose the winner, we will do a search of all the pilots with the word VATSTAR in their names, and then that's how we'll choose the winner. Proposed IFR routes. I have set up 2 routes for each flight. There's more details in the flight briefing. And of course, this flight briefing is available on the website right now. And you guys, there'll be a lot more details about everything. You are allowed, it's not mandatory, but you're allowed to use the VATSTAR liveries. You may fly as a VATSTAR call sign using the prefix VSX or Victor Sierra X-ray, or the tail number prefix of November number Victor Sierra. And if you are using the Victor Sierra X-ray, the call sign or the code name is VATSTAR. All VATSTAR liveries are free for download starting now until the 14th. And I just wanted to let you guys know the rules in the Bahamas are very similar to the US. There are some differences, but overall it is pretty much the same. And I'll pass it back to Alex.
Thank you, guys. An awesome job to both of you. I do want to recap of a couple of things. So one thing that Laura mentioned was the VKB discount. It matters. Every year, this sponsors this companies that give us free things, and many of them don't even ask for much in return. But some of them do ask to see where the money is going, right? So they give us this coupon, even if it's just a little bit of a discount, 5%. It's not about the discount. It's about them knowing that we referred someone to them, right? And the more people that buy their stuff using our coupons, even if we don't have a coupon for the other sponsors, if there's a note section that you can add the word, hey, referred to by VATSTAR or something, it means the world. What's going to happen next year, we're going to go back to them. We're going to say, hey, 7th anniversary event, what can you give us? And, if we do not deliver on today's event, on this month event, then they may just come back and say, no, we're not interested. But if we do, then they might say, hey, instead of giving you 1 joystick, we're going to give you 5. You did great last year. So it matters. It really matters that you guys use these coupon codes, even if it's not that heck of a lot. Also, Rex also gives us a discount. I believe it's 25% off their products. But their Microsoft 2020, it is not included on that. But again, please, even if you see a section for notes or something, just make sure you say, I was referred to by VATSTAR. Or even if you want to go that extra amount and email them and say, hey, I just want to let you know that VATSTAR referred me to you guys. It means the world. It just makes it a heck of a lot more fun for next year. Even though just that one little step means the world to us. What else? I also wanted to recap on the flight plan remarks. For next Sundays or next week's event, for you to be entered into the prize giveaways, including the REALSIMGEAR and the VKB and all of that good stuff, there's 2 requirements. One, you got to fly the events. You got to be part of the event. Take off the event time, during the event time. And then also you have to be registered for the event on our event calendar website, right? Where we post them here on also on the event channel. But then also you need to put that word VATSTAR, whether you're saying happy birthday VATSTAR or happy anniversary VATSTAR or just VATSTAR, it doesn't matter. You got to add the word VATSTAR. The logic behind that is we're going to do a search of every single pilot flying that event. And the search that we do, it's the word VATSTAR. If that word is not on there, then we do not know that you were flying for us. But then second of all, at the end of this whole event, then Laura gets to email all these sponsors and she gets to say, hey, we had a ton of people show up for the orientation, but then we also had this many people show up for the flights. And we know that name, we know that number because we searched the keyword of VATSTAR. So make sure you add VATSTAR to the keyword, to the flight plan remarks. And last thing I wanted to go ahead and go over is the flight plan briefing. There is a far more detailed version of what Edward just said. It's all of that information, including charts and all that good stuff. It's on the event calendar of the event page of next week's events. So whenever you go in there, you're going to see something that says download flight briefing. You click on it and it will give you a whole PDF of a lot of information. You can download it, print it, whatever you got to do to make sure you get all the information you need for that event. We want to go ahead and give a huge shout out to the controllers that are going to help us make this event a heck of a lot of fun, right? We have two organizations joining us for this. We have Miami Art Tech and we have NASA. They are going to be fully staffed for us. Also, I want to make sure you guys are aware of this. We are a training organization. They know that. They know that a lot of our pilots are new and unexperienced. So do not be intimidated. These people know that we're going to have a lot of people or a lot of pilots. We're going to have a lot of pilots that are learning. So they are where they are one of the greatest two organizations in the VATSIM community. So they are well trained. They know what they're going against. But to say thank you to them, because we know that it's going to be a real nice struggle for them, we will select one controller from Miami and one controller from NASA to receive a prize as well. And by the way, if you're a controller or a staff member from one of those two organizations, to you, thank you. But then second of all, you do not need to do anything else for your members or your controllers to be entered into this. All they got to do is staff a position. They don't have to register for the event. We'll go ahead and get in touch with someone in your organization to make sure the price gets to you. I'll personally try to go ahead and get in contact with you through BRC, Discord, whatever I have to get in contact or in touch with you. Also, if you cannot make it to the event, if you can't fly, no big deal. We're going to have a couple of streamers. We're going to have Dave Rendon, who is going to be streaming through Twitch. And then also, you guys know who he is, right? He's always posting on the media channel. He's going to be posting through YouTube. All right, we're almost getting to the end where we get to open the Q&A. I only have about 3 more slides, I believe. One video coming up. We're almost done. But I want to go ahead and say I like sharing stats. And a lot of organizations don't share stats because it might just, I don't know, it might be sharing too much. But I don't mind that we're on a hobby. This is an organization that is designed for you guys. So I love sharing these numbers. But I want to say, as it reads there, VATSTAR's future is looking stronger today than it ever has. We are committed to continue offering free flight training to the people around the world for many years to come. And we owe this to our staff who volunteer countless hours, our star supporters who we couldn't afford to run this organization without, and to all of the members who continue to select us for training. So you guys know last year we did an event similar to this one. And when we were presenting it, we had 3,700 members at that event. I'm sorry, not at that event, registered in our website, registered as members. And today we have 7,000 members. So in a year, we added almost 3,000 people to the website. We do not have stats for an entire 12-month calendar because the website is relatively new and our new hosting account and a new company. So we're only able to pull numbers from August to June, or today, and we had over 86,000 website hits, 3.8 million website visits, and then 3.8 website hits. Our Discord total members also increased by 1,700 members in just 1 year. Those are crazy numbers, and we owe it all to you guys. Now let's get going to the video.
Hello, my name is Edward Fish and I am the events coordinator for VATSTAR. I would like to wish VATSTAR a very happy 6th anniversary, and I hope to see everyone doing the anniversary flight on June 13th. As you guys know, I will be retiring at the end of June, and I would like to give a big thanks to everyone who has made the events possible in the past 3 years. I also want to give a big thanks to Jeffrey and James for making the Discovery flight and the ground schools possible. Thank you, and see you all in June.
Hi, this is Rob from Slant Alpha Adventures and the former Chief Flight Instructor for VATSTAR. Edward, congratulations on everything you've accomplished during your tenure as VATSTAR's Events Coordinator. I know firsthand the feeling of volunteering 3 years of your time to help an organization attain its goals, and fortunately I now know firsthand the pride and satisfaction of watching it continue to thrive, and I have that feeling in no small part because of you and everything that you've done to make VATSTAR what it is today. I've no doubt that after you get a chance to look back, you'll have that same feeling of pride knowing that VATSTAR continues to be at the forefront of pilot education in the VATSIM community based on where you got it before passing the baton to the next person who is no doubt ready to run with it. So congrats again. Thanks for all you've done and best wishes. I know we won't be strangers. Cheers.
Well, Ed, it's a sad day knowing that you're not going to be the events coordinator anymore here at VATSTAR. Ever since I joined the organization, you were one of the very first people that I came into contact with and started flying with in the group flights channel. And you always, made me feel very comfortable being a part of this group. And I just want to thank you personally because I know how much work it is to do what you did. The dedication that it takes to do the discovery flights every week and all the special events that you also put together. So I'm sure that you will be missed very much. And I hope to keep flying with you in the future here in the Group Flights channel at VATSTAR.
I can't believe you're retiring, Ed. I guess the Boeing will never fly, as the Airbus will always go up there. But I wanted to tell you thank you so much for being part of VATSTAR, helping us out for everything, from the flights to the anniversaries and everything else. But again, I wish you best of luck. Thank you so much, good dear friend, and enjoy your retirement. Take care.
Farewell, Edward. We loved having you.
Hi Edward, this is Andre from Virtual Skies over Dublin, Ireland, and I want to wish you all the best and thank you for putting all the hard work, creating community that enabled me to follow my goals of becoming real life PPL pilot. So thank you so much.
Hey Ed, Caleb here. Just wanted to wish you all the best on your future endeavors and just give you a massive thanks for all you've done for the VATSTAR community. Thanks, my guy. We're going to miss you.
Edward, so we all wanted to wish you a farewell. We are very thankful for all you've done for this organization, the discovery events, anniversary flights, all of that good stuff. So what better way to say bye than do this for you? And we hope to continue seeing you around as a member and as part of this event. So thank you, sir, and we wish you the best.
Thanks for everything, Edward.
All right, so as we get into the last little slide, I do have to say a couple things, kind of like a disclaimer about the giveaways. But first, to those who cannot hear the video, we will upload this entire presentation to YouTube, probably I would say by tonight. There's not a lot of editing that will go into it. And I would also upload the video, the Edward video as well separately, so all of you guys can watch it as well. So with that said, we have to say that price, it is subject to sponsor distribution. This means that if the sponsor does not follow up through with their price donation, that price would not be available. In order to qualify for the price, you must attend the entire event, add the word VATSTAR to your flight plan remarks, and also be registered. The winner will be selected at random from a list of registered members who attended and notified no later than June the 30th. A single participant may be selected for the orientation and anniversary flight event as a winner. That means if you get something today that does not disqualify you for the next events. Hardware items are subject to taxes, shipping fees, and other fees to be paid by the winner. Slideshow is over. Now is open to Q&A. You guys are welcome to ask anything, talk about anything with us.
I have a question, Alex.
Go ahead, please.
Or Edward, actually. This is Harold.
Go ahead.
There's just two big questions. One is that the 140 knots, is that just indicated speed or ground speed, or as long as you can keep under a certain speed, at least 140, you're okay?
It's a general guidance. It's typically when you talk about speed like that, it's usually your true airspeed, but it's just a guidance. It's your choice. The whole goal was just to. I have to give some points at some point, right, to divide up. So it's up to you if you want to fly the fast or slow, depending on how much time you have and what aircraft you're flying.
Okay, that's good to know. And that second question is about the flight plan. I see if you have a flight plan here, but in the I-75, if you're doing VFR is great. That's what I was just practicing offline on. So basically, we don't have to use the one that you have here. As long as we go from here to there and get there, we're fine. Is that okay? And stay out of Bravo and Charlie airspace as much as possible.
Yeah, so the flight plan I have briefed, and the briefing is just a guideline again. You feel free to not fly that route if you don't want, but it's just the easiest flight I found between two airports. It's just following the I-75 and then going over Fort Lauderdale and then going direct to the Grand Bahamas.
Thank you, Edward.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
All right, so the event's from 1900 Zulu to 2300 Zulu. I unfortunately have an IRL conflict, and if I fly from, say, like 1830 Zulu to 1915 Zulu or 2345 onwards, and do all the same routes and put VATSTAR in my remarks, would that be counted for the giveaway, or do you have to do it in the exact time range?
That's a question for Alex.
You have to do it in between 1900 and 2300. Anything beyond that, we cannot account for, because think about this, or from our point, right? We are pulling this data every so often, right? Beyond 2300, we gotta go to sleep. You know, we're gonna be doing that for what, 4 hours? So you have to fly the route between those two times.
But could I, for example, start like half an hour before the time and then seep into the beginning of it?
I'm sure that would be okay, because but I'm gonna be pulling the data, like I said, throughout. Yeah, I mean, you should be fine by doing that, but you're more guaranteed to get it if you start at 1900. But if you're flying throughout that time and that route, yeah, you should be fine.
Got it. Thanks.
There was a question in the lobby. You do not have to use the VATSTAR call sign. It's optional. So if you have a personal call sign that you want to use it. The VATSTAR call sign is only optional.
And then also Talia asked if do you have to, whenever you're registering for the event, do you have to put an aircraft type? And the answer is technically no. What matters, if it forces you to put it, if the field is mandatory, just put none, or we'll decide at the end, whatever, it's okay. What we really look for is the flight simulator and the route that you'll be flying. That's the two most important things. Of course, besides your personal information, like your email, VATSIM ID, and all that.
We do need the email because that's how we could contact you for the prize at the end.
And then, I'm so sorry, go ahead.
Would you be able to repeat the VATSTAR call sign again?
Yeah, so if you are using an actual call sign, then that will be Victor Sierra X-ray, so VSX, and then whatever number you want to use. If you're using a tail number, then that will be November, whatever number, Victor Sierra. So it's an example we put on there is N123VS.
Thank you.
And mine needs everybody, some good people posting in the lobby the flight briefing. Make sure you go check it out, download it. A lot of the stuff will be there, so you don't have to write stuff down. It's all in there. Edward, Alexi asked, any specific requirements or procedures crossing air defense zone flying VFR? That's a good question.
No, except for you're making sure that you have a active flight plan. I think in real life, there's also a requirement of how accurate you are to your route, but I don't think that is very realistic for VATSIM, so I wasn't going to implement that.
I'm gonna go ahead and answer one question some of you guys might have. The prices for today's event. So 7 of you guys and gals are gonna walk away with 7 or 1 item each, not 7 items each. But I will be getting in touch with you. I'm gonna assume either tonight or tomorrow. I'm gonna be getting in touch with you. I already took attendance of who was here. Now I just gotta compare it to who registered on the website. If you have not registered on the orientation event on the website, this is your last chance. Even I hope that the registration is still open, but make sure you go do so. I have not taken attendance there yet. So took your attendance here. Make sure you are registered on the orientation in order to qualify for one of the 7 item giveaways. What I'm gonna do is, and it's gonna be the same thing for next week, I'm gonna go ahead and reach out to you. I'm gonna go ahead and try to pick items that you have selected on your flight simulator. So if you said I have FS 2020, I'm gonna try to pick something that you can download. I'm not gonna try to give you an item that is only for FSX if you don't have that simulator selected on there. So I'm gonna try to mix and match that. You know, just make sure you are registered there, and I'll get in touch with you through Discord. Will be my first attempt because it's easier for me. If not, I'll make sure to email you. And that will be either tonight or tomorrow, most likely tomorrow. And you will be notified, like I said, for the next week's event. It might take a little bit longer than a day because it's 31 items to give away. You know, that might just happen. That might just go in through your emails. Someone did ask if I was late, not eligible for price. I already took attendance, just took attendance a couple of times actually for the orientation. So Nathan, I want to say you are on this list, so you are fine. If you are talking about next week's event, like I already answered, you got to make sure you are flying between the times of 1900 Zulu, 2300 Zulu, and be flying one of those 2 routes. But yes, Nathan, you are in there today.
And Christopher.
Yes. One more thing, and I keep getting emails about this. Same thing goes for next event. You do not need to cancel if you cannot make it. If you couldn't make it to this event, no big deal. If you cannot make it to next week's event, you don't need to cancel your registration on the event page. You can if you want to. You just got to go through the website. But you don't need to cancel. We do not take any. We're not gonna flag you as a no-show or any other good stuff. It's just a fun event, and it's going to be kept as for fun.
May I just have a quick word, Alex?
Of course.
And I want to wish everyone, thank you very much for the best wishes. I was kind of crying during that video. So thank you very much, and I enjoy my time as the event coordinator. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
I'm going to miss you, Ed.
That is definite, man. So you guys know the video was a surprise to Ed. When I went to him and I asked him to record a video, I told him like, hey, why don't you record a video? We're doing this video for to say happy birthday, VATSTAR, for your 6th. So that's why he started saying that. But then I was also like, hey, but maybe just kind of wish everybody farewell. It'd be kind of cool for you to say goodbye to people. So it was all a surprise to him. He always thought that it was going to be a happy 6th anniversary event type of video. But a lot of people came through. A lot of people wanted to wish you the best. And a lot of people sad to see you go. And so are we, man. You've been with us for so many years. You put together so many great events. Those discovery flights are legendary. We know we're going to continue them. But you are the designer of that event, and we're just going to copycat from you because they were great and they helped a ton of people. So not just from me, but from also from Laura and honestly the entire organization, members, people that couldn't record the video that wanted to make sure that I pass this message along. Thank you. You have been great to us and we owe you life.
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I can safely say that I'm gonna stop recording this video. Like I said, I'm gonna try to go ahead and upload it right away so all of you guys get it. As soon as I post a video on YouTube, by the way, it gets tagged here on the lobby, but because we have awesome tools, I'll make sure to also email it to each and every one of you and all of the members that could not attend. I'm also gonna post it in our social medias. If you guys have not done that, make sure you go to the website on the homepage. There's all the links to YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. Make sure you like us there, because anytime that we post something like a YouTube video and all of that, you know, you get pinged for that, and you get to watch it first. But thank you all for coming. This was a lot of people, a lot more than we thought were gonna show up. So it's going to be a lot of fun going on to next week. There's going to be a lot of pilots. If you have not attended an anniversary flight before, we go big and we really stress out controllers, which to me, I think is fun for them. I think that it is. But somehow I still believe that they are stressed out by how many people are flying. So thank you, Chris. Do expect ground stops, right? I have been stuck in ground stops for over 30 minutes before, even up to an hour. So do expect that. Have your snacks, have your drinks. It's going to be fun. Practice, man. If you're worried about this, practice. I know there's going to be a lot of you practicing this whole week now that you have the flight briefing. I'm going to be one. I am not a pro pilot. I'm not a pilot whatsoever. I'm going to aviation maintenance school. Not a pilot, you know, so I don't want to embarrass myself. I'm going to be practicing this whole week. And I think that you should all be doing the same thing. But it will be fun. Thank you all for coming in. This presentation is now over. I'm going to stick around for maybe 5 to 10 minutes to get things going, get some of you guys notified about your items. But you guys are all welcome to leave if you need to. Thank you all for coming in.